Welcome to Sasanga Family Business. The Chicken Talk. Once again, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We're gonna talk about chicken on this topic today, on this episode, the Chicken Talk episode 05. We're gonna talk about drugs, then in bracket, measurements, then in chicken farming. Then we're gonna specialize on what we're gonna talk about today. This you're gonna make some episodes about this. This is so broad. I only use 20 minutes, 25 to do this. So we're gonna start with the measurements. Let's talk about measurements. You have a farm owner. Guys, we spoke about this from the other episode I suddenly. I'm not talking to people with the mindset of a worker. I'm talking to people who want to own something. Because you have two types of people in this one. Tambititufina abantu babiri bebakozesa n'abakozesa. Sanetujira ne twerabira ani gwe bakozesa ani akozesa. Ebyo ebintu bibiri bw'obitunuulira olina okuteekawo akasengejja. Those are talents there. Waba wabali talented okwanga babakozesa. That they are talented, they are professionals, they even have PhDs. They are too obedient and they are those. Abagala okukozesebwa, abagala okukozesa abantu. The leaders, the managers, the entrepreneurs. Those, you can be an entrepreneur, but when your mindset is of a work, well, you call yourself an entrepreneur, but nga gwe ebirowoozo byo bya mukozi. Waliwo entrepreneur neeyita entrepreneur naye ng'alowooza amamukozi. Ng'alina okumanya manager ate n'amutegeera mu kintu ki. Nga wumba ofuna engineer, banaaba mayumba. Ofune pulaaniyo, omunoonyeza ssente z'omukutuba. N'otunuulira omuntu n'ajja n'agamba ffe tubikola bwe tuti, ffe tubikola bwe tuti. Ebintu bye byagala obikola mba by'obiraba nedda. When you read it, good people, let's calm down. Let's go step by step. This is my vision. This is my dream. This is me who is coming to you. I'm only coming for guidance. For you to fulfill my dream. To put hands on, because if we add hands together, then we can make a band. I'm coming for help. I'm not feeling you owning it. I have my interests and my own feelings and my desires. Are you speaking all those, judging, putting in consideration my feelings and my intention at first to collect this man? You people will give work, all our workers, all our farm workers, lower your standards. There are some people who are not stepping the shoes which are not their shoes. Let us all know what number or what size number of shoes we wear and at what time and at what point. They will have different shoes. Those on which go to the garden, those on which go for a function, and those on which go for a weekend. Let us know as workers or as entrepreneurs which shoes am I stepping in. Now, when we come to measurements, I'm telling to the entrepreneurs, measurements go down to your workers. Do due diligence, reach hands-on. Get that cup which they put on the drum, the thing which covers the drum. Get that cup of measurements, like in Ugandan stores or in the local market in Uganda, Chiseni, one on Kotena village, Unaina Wizidagara owner Chibuga outside Kampala in the villages of board education. There are some companies. Wera Kupima. So Kanga, Wava Basavalations says no bit upon it. Baby take prescription them. No way the zone food dagaram chow, Amazima. Teya Suma. O Niku Tabutini Udikuchipapulachu, Eticha Kaba, Butidi. Near Kalezimuta Zirabika. Babu Kuriza Buzeku Market, Kuzeku Bubuzan the city that the Kuba Gani Day. Tebulabika. Akate gwe boss okutenda gari obisindiseko tax ekukiza manager omukyalo alifunit obuntu tebulazika omusajja asibye mu nnimiro akuyakuyani enti zimujjudde mu feesi omunyo gumuli mu feesi bwala enti ezamukaze kazekudde gifuse waiki munyo omuweereza obuntu abutunza amugamba temutukulika pima. There is no link. It's only a few companies which have the lead with the measurements. And even the markings are so tight, even those who put their government. What is happening? Even the markings are too tiny, you have to open your eyes. Are they giving treatment for eye opening or is the medication good? Guys, let other people look. When people are blending or putting good things, put into considerations, the people will not say what to. They just said everything right, send it to Africa. Like, there are no human beings there. These are people with blood. Those things are too small. Increase on the size of the numbers so that the farmer in the primitive farmer or the farmer who didn't go to school or the farmer who had less education, reading those sophisticated languages, the sophisticated chemical languages, the drug languages, which I had, give him courtesy to read them when the numbers are big, so that when they enter the owner of the farm and indicate his worker when something is visible. Both measurement cups are not put there. That's where we go wrong. Your worker is tired, he measures wrongly. He puts it wrongly. Either less or more. You're wasting the drug, you're wasting time. It's not do an insufficient work. You said I'm applying this for, now we're talking about chicken. I'm applying this for through. I'm applying this for the roll here. I'm applying this for cough. And it's not working. Let's not put the complaint to the where we bought it from the retail shop. Let's not put the complaint. It's we owners of the farm, gym owners, as who wanted to start this business to cope it our family, to profit us, to change our lives. Is our mistake. Let's own our mistakes and look into them. Let's challenge our souls on how to do better. When we do that, this measurement pack, you're gonna show your worker hands-on how the cap is done, how it's made, how it's what. If you look at Sesanga with spam videos on our TikTok and our YouTube channel, you're gonna see those videos where our workers are even shown. They send me those videos that's due diligence because I'm fat, but I have that, but still I get the pictures to see the content of what they put and how they put it. Go to our YouTube videos and see how the Sesanga with spam each hands-on. Not those videos, not those speeches which they give you, not those videos they give me which are not practical. Ours is practical, is hand-done. We deal with quality, not quantity. If you are ordering our eggs, our chicken, our products, our meat, our goat's meat, our manure which you're gonna put in your flower pots, in your garden, at home use manure which has no smell, come and book from us each hand. So we deal with quality, not quantity. If we have an order for this week for 50, it's safety. Even though you cry and bring more money, it's safety. The order is cancelled. You put on the next week. That's why we tell you, order for quality, not quantity. Order for quality, not quantity. Let's do that. And done with the measurements. Waiting up with the measurements, please do diligence as you own it. It's gonna come to all owners. It has to be on ground. It has to emphasize. If you're fat, get videos, get calls, do Zoom meetings with your workers. Next topic, we're gonna talk about fights at work and the farm. Fights. These workers fight. These workers fight each other. These workers hate each other. It's true. It's normal. How do you handle that? How do you handle that? Follow us on our episode 6, how to handle sites, street workers, how to manage fight. That's under management. It's under there, under management. When we look at management, we're gonna speak about it. Management. Under management, how do you handle your workers? Stealing drugs. Make sure your workers are trained. We have our CFAs and our FAs. What I mean by that is CFAs are in full certified farming assistant. That's a person whom we train to do those measurements. He is certified or she is certified. Then we train them on our farm to come and book with us as our office. We take a few numbers. We take 3-3. We train 3-3 every week. Talking about our offices and book. Our FAs, those are the farm assistants. Those are not certified. Those are farm assistants, but they have been trained. Now, let's go to that. If they are trained, they will know the measurements. They will know what to do. So in your workers at the farm, I'm always telling you about what we do. So long as you get something. For us, we have passed through challenges, a number of areas to perfect where we are. It's not a journey. It starts today. It can start today, but it has a learning process. It's upon your brains and your what? You need your urgency. Consistency is needed. You may hear, oh, I need money. That's what money is going to get. Please, money is going to be get, but there is duration. There is consistency. There is path affecting. There is seeking knowledge. More research about it. So that you can scale profit. It's not about profit. You know you can legitimate publication of the answer saying that probably that is will be the modeling. Modeling we know is rule of the corporate trade. Another thing, let's go to storage. Still we're gonna go to farm workers. Storage. As we talked about in the other episode of labor. Farm workers storage, you have to train your farm workers. Our CFAs and our FAs, certified farming assistant and farming assistants, are trained. They know after using the drug, where do I put it? How do I clean it? This lead which I've used for measurements. How do I clean it? Because contamination. You may use the same lead on another drug. Let me give you a scenario. Using a lead of rocket and then mixing it with with another lead which is for like vitamin, like we've been talking about chicken, if you get a lead for vitamin, you made your candy meals, then you don't clean it. The next day get the same lead with the same that our workers. Don't tell me this, I'm not talking to the workers. I'm talking to the bosses. You know how workers are reckless. Is gonna use the same lead without cleaning it. Those bacteria, then you're gonna say, oh, I bought the drug from the shop and it's not working. Really, you contaminated the drug because your workers are not trained. Train your workers for storage of the drug. Storage of the drug is paramount because on the other episode we spoke about risks in farm. That's how you can minimize risks too. You can minimize risk by training your workers. If they know how to manage the drugs, they know how to store them, they know how to clean to avoid contaminations and bacteria spreading at the farm, then you are good. You have gonna scale profits there. Let's go to leadership at the farm. There's always fights. As we talked about fights in management, now we get under management now. We already pushed in number 3. Guys, on our screen, watch number 3. We are on management. Management. If you look at management, still under management, that's where there's leadership. You have to, the way you manage your farm as a boss, then you have to make structures down for your farmers, teach your workers, your farm workers on how to be leaders within adults. Specialize and Dibwe. This one is the head of Gamutsi. This one is the head of Nkumbi. This one is the head of Madzi. This one is the head of food. This one is the head of this. Now, if Yusufin's role or rotation was today, this week Yusuf was cleaning the chicken house. So next week is Joseph. Now, if today is Yusuf cleaning, Yusuf has to pick the cleaning equipment from someone who is the head of that department, who controls the cleaning supplies. And when I buy, or when the manager buys them, or when my wife buys them, anybody who brings them to the farm under the instruction of the farm is gonna give them to that signed person, that's a designated person to handle that. Even though these workers are there, they're gonna look for that person who handles that, because that person is trained to handle drug storage, drug maintenance, drug cleanliness, and everything, and drug safety. If she's used it. Now Yusuf is gonna go to him. As for the cleaning supplies, he cleans. That means there is leadership. Everybody depends on one another. That brings to the other part you talk about, farm worker rotation. You have to rotate your workers. Then within rotation, you specialize them. You think them specialize in different works. Then after that specialization has been put on the ground, they leadership, select leaders in them. Then after selecting leaders in them, you who has been taught how to manage, how can you tell me, seeing what I'm seeing here after telling you all that? I'm already seeing, as an entrepreneur, I'm already seeing success. I'm already seeing profit ahead. I'm already seeing to scale profit ahead. As farmers, we observers, we patient and we always waiting. Because we are risk takers. We feeders, we feed the nation. We second the mothers of the nations. After the mothers have given birth to the world, we here feed the world. That's our purpose. That's our calling. That's why we do this at Sesanda Meats Farm, Sesanda Family Business, with love, with pride, with gratitude, with thanks to God. Thank you, Allah, for the blessing to feed those who really need what to eat. Now let's go to time management at the farm. That's under management too. Farm time management. Under farm time management, we're going to talk about how workers cheat. How workers cheat time. What structures do you have to put in place? This is going to be broad, but I'm going to just sit on it. I'm just sitting on it. For those who have taken school and who have done research on farming, it's like the wake-up call. We're like brushing ball, because I'm speaking to the owners, to the entrepreneurs. I expect you to have started or to going to start when you have a little bit of knowledge. You are starting down knowledge. Time management. Here is where everything goes wrong. There's cheating in time. You lose money. Time is money. That saying is true. 100% true. I didn't know it. The time I spent in Uganda without exposure. But when I was exposed to outside countries on how what they call time, the word T-I-M-E. And then I learned within the word time, there's subtokenable time, where there's, I only wanted to know one thing as an African. An African American, black, time management. Time management. That one is through that's bosses. If you can't time or manage, you cannot manage your time as a boss. That means you cannot manage your workers. You cannot manage your business. Because with time, everything runs in there. You plan, you structure. Within that time, there's failures, there's progress, there's victory. Time management. Here, let's talk about this now under the context of workers. Let us put in the angle of workers. What do workers do with the time at the farm? They cheat. 80% of the time spent on the time is wasted. Standing with the hall, talking to one another, speaking for those who are bypassing, a phone is calling, cell phones are ringing. Time for eating, time for smoking, time for collecting water to drink, resting. Now, all that I've said, 48 minutes, everything is gonna take, let's give it. I will say 2 if you're in America or if you're in Europe or other countries, but in Africa that's 5. That's the minimum. 5 minutes or others. Tell me, on a day, how many hours I gonna go? Wasted on the farm, nothing that bad. Put in mind, you have to pay. You have to feed them. You have to give them health care. And you have to pay for the miscellaneous. You just want to know which is going to happen to their families, as those who watched the other episodes about chicken talk, watch for. We have incentives at Sesama Mix Farm. We have benefits for our farmers at Sesama Mix Farm. Those are the ones keeping them running in these 3 to 2 months at the end of the year. Those are called seasonal labor shortage months. We talked about them on my last episode, Brooklyn, What the Chicken Talk, episode 4. The seasonal labor shortage. That one comes in that you have to put incentives to gap up all that. But these workers will bring all those incentives, giving all those benefits, showing all those lab, healthcare, medication, food, and everything. Do you think we care? No. They don't mind. Don't sit in your chair and think, oh, I'm giving them enough all this good, they're gonna work for me. No, you give them all the goods and add on the gas. Pressure on them to do. Because they are the smartest. Cheers. They waste all your time when you calculate. Me, when I at Sesanga Mixum, we use software, AI, in farming, everything. When I cultured the town, stolen, in a day, 2 months when I'm paying, I had to gap up those work. Come to our offices, book, call us work. We are appointments only. There is appointments only. No walk-ins. We don't deal with walk-ins, appointments only. Because we deal with quality, not quantity. We deal with quality, not quantity. At Sesanga Mix Farm, Sesanga Family Business, appointments. We deal with quality, not quantity. With quality, we have customers. And we're gonna scale. Because we're gonna give you the good products, the good eggs with the yellow yolk. The egg which is big, not these tiny eggs. The chicken which is huge, well fed on organic. The eggs which have chicken which is well fed on organic. We plant our own feeds, we do our own ecosystem. Everything is organic. Let's back the spread of diseases by feeding our people the right quality food with the help of our government and the people around us. Please help us, and we food that we want to give to humankind, to reality. Please help us to visualize what we love at Sesanga Mix Farm and at Sesanga Family Business. This is what we love. Support us, follow us, like our TikTok, share them even though this is not for you. Share it to somebody else. It may help so that we can visualize our dream at Sesanga Family Business. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to Sesanga Mix Farm, Sesanga Family Business. Salute to all Sesanga Aras. May God bless you. May Allah protect you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.